Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for taking time to come here. And the first thing I'd like for us to do before I back on? Yes, I'd like for us to just stand up. Except okay, I think I'm back. And just give you guys are here because somebody went and did so. Sun Technologies is a thank you. Sun Technologies is our mothership company, but ALX is one of our training arm. And you're here because somebody finished that and wasn't satisfied and decided she wanted to open the door and wedge it for however many of you are able to go on and join this fantastic community. So please give her a round of applause. She hasn't been sleeping. Thank you. Please sit down. And then also you can give yourselves a round of applause as well. And a special round of applause to all the men in the room. Because some people think, being a VA is a gender thing or because it says assistant. But I'm here to just talk to you a bit about some of the statistics that are out there in the world about virtual assistants. And I'm also here to encourage you as you embark on this. Hello? Yeah. As you embark on this journey. It is very possible to have a successful career as a virtual assistant. It's all about how you put in the work and how you package yourself. And I'm grateful for places like this community. We trained 25,000 virtual assistants last year. And we would have set up a 60-something-year-old person to come and be a VA. He can't. He or she can't. They'll tell you, okay, they'll try. The way you're saying, when you're throwing all kinds of dates at them, did you book this? Are you able to secure this? Did you get that discount? Like, please, I have grandchildren. Oh. I'm coming. Just wait, I'm coming. Whereas we're out here, we're young enough to support other tech founders in the ecosystem here in Nigeria, across Africa. We speak English. Some of you might speak French and other languages. You're able to transcend borders. And then when it comes to the aging population outside as well, you're also able. It's great. So, the global landscape is undergoing a significant transformation with the advent of technology and increasing globalization of the workforce. We are at the forefront. I say we, I told you at my company's VA. We are at the forefront of this change because we offer exciting prospects for this continent, like I've said, and the global workforce. When you think about it, as Chesa has said, you can cut your teeth here in Nigeria. And then when you've established yourself as a fantastic virtual assistant there, the world is endless. 7 billion people, at least 1% of those people are looking for virtual assistants, looking for people to help make their lives easier. Okay? So, remote work has obviously, experienced exponential growth over the past decade. Things that people didn't think were possible are now possible because of the COVID-19 pandemic, because a lot of businesses have now been pushed to adapt remote work practices. Now, as long as you have an internet connection, you can work anywhere in the world. And one thing I'm proud of is that at least we are working around in the Nigerian government and in the private sector to continue to deepen internet penetration. So even though there's no network sometimes, it will get better. There's fiber optic. Before it was just the SpectraNet and MTN. And now there's 5G, particularly in Lagos as well. So that's one thing we can thank the government for. Right. In case you didn't know, I'm sure you know, a virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, or creative supports to his clients remotely. Now, I hope none of you are stopping at administrative. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Administrative, technical, or creative support. You're just assisting. So again, in your bid to be thinking about it like you're a secretary, don't limit yourself. Administrative, what else did I say? And let's take it again. Yes. Yes. Okay, so technical support can range to all kinds of things. Creative support as well. You could be writing speeches that the president of a country is delivering. And then you're like, that's me. Wow. And that could spin off into speech writing services for other individuals. You may not necessarily, thank you so much. You may not necessarily be doing virtual assistants, full work for them, but you could also, you need to just unlock your mind when you're thinking about being a VA. It's not booking flights. It's not managing a calendar. It's not just that. It can be anything, depending on who you're a VA for and also depending on what you allow yourself to do. Okay? It's on you. All right. This industry has also experienced tremendous growth because it's cost effective, it's versatile, and it's adaptable. That also has to do with you as well. Are you out here charging $10,000 per hour to be a VA? It's not going to work. Is there a place you can get your services to where you are earning good money and then you're also delivering quality service? Right? Because you can be an administrative assistant and then they'll be like, well, I don't think I need to pay you that much more anymore. But then if you've evolved into somebody that, before they even put on their computer, or before they even, think about going somewhere and they know that somebody has booked, their social media person booked this, booked that, they can't even move or breathe without you, then you can charge whatever you want. Obviously, if you don't want to bankrupt them. Do you get what I mean? When you've also proven as a person with your soft skills that you're a critical thinker, that you're a project manager, that you're a team builder, because you're never really going to work on your own. You're going to work with their other team members and say, oh yes, my principal needs this. How can we make it work? When they see that you're an integral part of their work life and their life, they won't let you go. So being a VA is more than all the different skill sets. Oh, I can do this for you, I can do this for you. Being a VA is a relationship between you and whoever you are working with. It's saying, I see you, I know you, and I'm here to support you so that the things that you can delegate to me, I will do. So that only the things that you can do, you will do, which frees up time. So you're helping them to be better. They won't let you go. Okay. Just to deepen what I was talking about with Africa's youthful workforce, we have the world's youngest population. The whole world. I mean, why sometimes people say we're the worst continent, our GDP is the lowest, corruption. This is our strength. The world's youngest population. 60% of the entire population is under 25. That is fantastic. And then the people that are under the age of 25, they were born in the internet age. They're increasingly tech savvy. They are ready to contribute to the job market. And we can compete. You can compete. So if there are some of you here that are like, I wish I could earn these dollars that all these other people are earning, go and earn it. Go and get it. Leverage people like Cheta, who is happy to show, her own perspective and how she's been able to achieve. Leverage it and go. The people that are VAs that are in India, that their accent sometimes can even preclude them from being understood. Most of us here have British and American accents. Either real, or acquired. We have it, and that's all that matters. China pencil and US pencil is still pencil. So yeah, while we have a strength in terms of youthful age, we also have an issue with infrastructure and connectivity challenges. But there are all kinds of initiatives, as I already touched on, with Main One, with the government, that can improve internet access and digital literacy across the continent. Do not be afraid of trying to figure out how digitally literate you are. It's okay if you don't know how to use a Mac. Just don't stay that way. It's okay if you don't know how to use Adobe. Just don't stay that way. You need to, as a virtual assistant, be continually ready to learn and adopt the newest things. We are now using Clubhouse. I know how to use Clubhouse. We're using Asana, we're using Trello, we're using Slack, we're using Microsoft Teams. You know how to use it. And what's the one way you can learn how to use it? Round of applause for this guy. YouTube. Because you don't even have to join an ALX program to do it. Although I'd be happy if you do. But YouTube will get you there too. Okay? To some degree. And then you can pick up there. So the African workforce is also diverse. So the first thing we talked about was the youthful workforce and infrastructure and connectivity challenges, which are already moving us forward and will benefit both individuals and economies. The next thing is that we have diverse skill sets. We're diverse with skills ranging from IT, software development, to content creation, customer service, and more. These skills are highly sought after in the global remote work landscape, so they create all kinds of opportunities. So, we are experiencing this pivotal aging shift, and the number of people aged 60 and above is increasing, leading to a growing demand for healthcare, financial management, and various support services. So remember what I was talking about that a VA provides? Administrative, technical. Healthcare kind of falls under technical. So you can be out here with somebody that is 60-something and you're responsible for making sure that they get all the appointments, the doctor, this one, that one. Their grandchildren will thank you. In cash. So virtual assistants can provide a wide range of services to the elderly, ensuring that they maintain a high quality of life. These services may include telehealth support. So this is now, you're entering on them, Yeah. Telehealth support, medication management, coordinating daily activities, and providing companionship. Not that you sit down on the phone and I'm talking to them, no, but you provide opportunities to say, they are doing in the Apple store in England, they are doing courses on how to use your iPad. I was there maybe a month ago to get my iPad sorted, and then I was just seeing they were in a class learning how to draw an apple. And they were all at least 60 and above. And I'm like, what they don't have they have pension, they've retired. This is how they are managing their lives. And they were really drawing this. This is like they were just sitting down and they're like, sketching this thing. And they just had a little table like this. And then in front, there was a screen and there was an instructor and he was teaching them how to draw. That's what they've done today. Because, hey, they are old. They've lived. What else are they doing? So it's up to you to then think about, okay, what would they want to do as people? Right? And you can do that from wherever you are. So virtual assistants, so you don't have to go and be doing virtual assistants to the CEO of XXXX $100 million. You can do for anybody at the same rates. So you need to open your minds. That's why I'm here, to help just talk to you about what is possible. Okay. So by doing all of these things, you can bridge the gap between Africa's youthful workforce and the needs of the aging population worldwide. Yes? Don't you agree? Uh-huh. He's already using the computer. He's going to start coding and doing some amazing things. So training. It's important to invest in these training programs and these empowerment programs like Cheta is doing, which is why I made sure that we congratulated her on this amazing, amazing achievement. These programs could focus on the unique needs and requirements of potential clients. So these are government clients, these are elderly clients, anybody that could potentially be needing or able to pay for a virtual assistant. And you know, also with this JAPA that is going on right now, downstairs, you guys were telling me that it's probably an exam that they are doing, British Council is doing an exam. These people that are living will also need virtual assistants who are here. Because you all know the stories of people who send money to their relatives to build house for them. And then they come back. And that house is in somebody else's name. Beside the land though. Not even, it's never far. It's always down the road from where they wanted to build that house. As a virtual assistant, who says you can't do some construction? As the list is coming, you verify it. Do you get what I mean? And then once in a while, you tell them, I want to see videos of what you are doing. Where is it? And then occasionally, if you can pop in, you pop in. That's a whole niche. All kinds of people are outside this country, but they still have assets in the country. And you can be that bridge. Do not limit yourself at any point. Don't look at assistant and think, I'm an assistant, what do I know? You can know a lot. We have touched healthcare now, construction, project management. We're still going. So these should also have these training programs should have ethical considerations and cultural sensitivity. As a virtual assistant, you're able to work for anyone, anywhere. So the way you work for a Nigerian client is very different from the way you work for an Australian client. The way you work from an Australian client is very different from the way you work for a Japanese client. Some people don't like to talk. Some people just want to, receive emails. So you need to be able to adapt and be flexible. But it's very possible. Some of the challenges that you want to have is, that you might have, will be with data security and privacy. So when you're handling sensitive information, you must uphold stringent data security measures. It's very important. You don't want to be in a situation where you've gone and delivered information that didn't need to be out there, or you've put yourself or your clients at risk of a breach because of the software that you've clicked on your laptop or your phone or your tablet. So you need to be compliant with data protection laws and cybersecurity best practices. Those things are not, they sound big, they are not that deep. Okay? Not that deep. YouTube is your friend. Yeah? Google is your second friend. ALX can be your third friend. But yeah, we must also think through training programs like this one. This is an empowerment program, a training program. Each and every one of you also should also think about empowering the next person. Like Cheta was saying, you are in a room, you're in a solid space. If the future of the virtual assistant industry improves, then you all improve. If you guys are able to get to a point where, yes, people feel like more and more they need virtual assistants, then better for everybody, right? So the more you all improve, the better for everybody. So we're in a place where we always think about sometimes as Nigerians, we don't necessarily want people to succeed. You're in a place where you're thinking of, if you think of crabs in a bucket, most times, I've written about it before, if you think about crabs in a bucket that have been caught, they have been caught, they are going to become stew. There's no other way around it. Okay. One crab is trying to climb up, and another crab will drag it down. And then one crab will try to climb up, and another crab will drag it down. Meanwhile, if all those crabs hit the side of the bucket, they will lean on it and fall and go straight to the beach, back to their homes. But rather than improve or utilize each other to go, they will be pulling each other down. Do not be crabs in a bucket. Guys, say, we will not be crabs in a bucket. Okay. So, the marriage of remote work and the virtual assistant industry holds great promise for Africa. So by embracing these communities, we can foster economic growth, empower the youth of Africa, and enhance the quality of life for the aging population worldwide. The potential is immense. African professionals can become integral players, and their expertise can directly benefit the global population. You are sitting on a skill set that can change the world. I need you to think beyond, the name virtual assistant. I need you to understand that virtual means that you can be anywhere. You know how people have so much awe and almost fear for things like virtual reality. Think about it like that when you think of your role. Because you can be in China today assisting your principal. Or you can be in Hungary. Or you can be in Romania. You can be anywhere you want. And it's so nice. I mean, I'm just envisioning a situation where you are talking and you are speaking to all these people and you say, bye-bye, okay, and then you close your laptop and you move on. And you're in Nigeria. And you don't have to be virtual in Nigeria. These opportunities also create opportunities for you to travel and see the world on your own terms. Okay? So this is an exciting career. And I'm excited to be able to be here and encourage you to take it with both hands. Take opportunities like this with both hands. Thriving and succeeding is not something that a lot of human beings are able to do. You know what it is to thrive? It means you are no longer trying to survive. You're not just living. You're not just existing. You are happy. You wake up every morning with a smile on your face. How can I live today? How can I engage the world? It is possible to do that as a virtual assistant. And I need you to believe that. Because as you believe it and as you talk about it and as you act like it and live like it, it will already be a reality. Okay? Now, this relationship between the virtual assistant and their principal is very critical. And I need you to think about it as a relationship beyond a job. Okay? Because that's what's, and obviously some people think about that and they're like, hey, do I get overly nice? No. But understand that come at it from a place of service. Not, what does this man want me to do again? What does this one? This woman is talking to me anyhow. Sometimes you're stressed. You as a virtual assistant are going to have to manage emotions and be more emotionally intelligent than even your principal. There'll be a way they'll talk and you just say, okay. And then you leave it, you're quiet. You can be angry. But then, the Bible says be angry but sin not. If you're angry and you insult the person that is your principal, you most potentially will lose your job and you potentially won't get a good reference anywhere else. And those two things are very important. So sometimes it's better for you to hold yourself and you go and find where you can scream. No, yeah. And even if you weren't a virtual assistant, in relations with other people, sometimes not everybody has the same upbringing as you. Not everybody knows how to handle their emotions. So something they may have jammed them on the road. That's their car or their leg or something, or they might have lost their phone, and then they come and they descend on you. And you don't know what's going on. But you take it and you think about the greater good. You think about the fact that you're working towards becoming a world-class virtual assistant, and you keep it moving. And the apology may come or the apology may not come. We just say, I don't blame you. You probably don't know how to handle stress. Thank God I know how to handle stress. So I push your stress back. Okay? So yeah. The time to seize these opportunities is now. Now. Technology and human talent create a more connected, innovative, and prosperous world. And I need each and every one of you in a year when you come back for the second summit to be talking about all the amazing strides that you have made in this industry. Or if this industry is somewhere you want to also jump off from, leverage it properly as well. If this is not where you want to make your mark and build your career, fine. But make sure that while you're here, you are the best possible VA that you can be. Do not allow yourself to be limited by yourself. Do not allow yourself to be limited by other people's perspectives. They don't know enough about being a VA like you do. What is VA? You'll find out when my salary comes. Do you understand? Nobody needs to understand more than you. Nobody needs to believe more than you. Nobody needs to appreciate it more than you. I believe in being virtual assistants. There's a reason why we invested in training 25,000 of them last year. And we will continue to invest. We are here as ALX supporting this program with with everything we have. We promoted it. I see some people from ALX here right now. So guys, I believe in each and every one of you, and I know that it is possible for you to continue to be the best that you're going to be. So believe in yourself. Remember that you are not just an admin person. There's admin, there's technical, and there's creative. Have a lovely day.
I think if you're clapping, you can do better than that. I mean, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was a lot. That was a lot. And I took down certain things. I kept taking down notes. And, oh my God. So one very important thing that she said that really struck me for virtual assistant, and now, even though I'm not exactly a virtual assistant, I'm tempted to, begin to become a virtual assistant. And she said, you are sitting on a skill set, on a skill that can change the world. And really, I think it's a matter of perspective. So when she was speaking and she was talking about virtual assistants, an image came to my mind on how we can be two persons doing the same thing. So I can come and say, oh, hi, my name is Nifemi and I'm a tailor. And I can come and say, oh, hi, my name is Nifemi and I design your clothes in fabulous ways. We do the same thing, basically. But the difference is in the way that we have presented ourselves. So it's just the same way you say, what do you do? I'm a VA. What? I forget what I'm trying to say. So what do you do? I'm a VA. What do you do? Oh, I'm an executive virtual assistant. And that just shows a very big difference. Basically, you do the same thing, but that's a difference in the way that you see things and the way that you've approached it. Please, can you put your hands together for yourselves?
Sorry, I know my time is up, but I just wanted to say something to what she said. I totally agree. So if someone asks me, and I'm a VA, I wouldn't even just say I'm an executive virtual assistant. I can say that for somebody that I think might understand. But for those who don't understand, I'll say, oh, I assist professionals all over the world. Yes. Because that's what being a virtual assistant, that's the capacity. So your clients may all be in Nigeria, but you have the capacity to be wherever. And you don't know who you're talking to, and you don't know who they know. So you better say that you have the... Do you understand? Please, do not look down on yourself. Again, another Bible verse, do not despise humble beginnings. You may not even have a single client right now, but that is what you should be saying that you are. Project into the future and call yourself what you are inside, what you know you are, and then it will follow. Oh, wow, all over the world, even Barbados, yes. Sir, you don't even know where it is on the map. You don't even know what time zone it is. But yes. And then they'll say, yeah, I have somebody that I need your services. Is that not how you have now you're in Barbados? Yes. Because you're a virtual assistant, you can go anywhere. Okay? Thank you.
Please, can we put that end together? A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So quickly, we are just going to be having a quick Q&A. Before that, I'd like to apologize due to unavoidable reasons. The second speaker will not be joining us. Ikutosi would not be joining us. However, we're going into a quick Q&A. And I just want to say the people that took notes while, she was speaking. So we'll be going into and there will be amazing gifts to be won. I'll take down your names, And then, of course, we would give you your gifts. And trust me when I say they are not ordinary gifts. So don't even underestimate us. Are we ready for our Q&A? Okay, so I'm just going to be asking questions. So the questions are basically from the things that she said. And then I'll just ask questions randomly. And then at the end of the day, we could just take one or two persons, just hear what you have to say about all that has been said this morning. So what we're going to do, how we're going to do this game is the first person that raises their hand. So please, I'd like us to be ourselves, our brother's keeper, and just watch out for the first person, or the first person I see that raises their hand. Because not everybody can win a laptop. I didn't see anything. I didn't say anything. And I didn't say you're going to win a laptop. I didn't say that. All right, so are we ready? So when she was speaking, she said, there is dash, dash, and dash in service. Who was the first person to... I think I saw her first. Please, can we have the other mic? The other mic, please. Thank you. You can please help me give it to any of the ushers. Please, can I have an usher, please? Any usher? Please, that lady. No, she in the glass. Yes. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Okay, according to what Miss Ruby said, she said something that VAs are professionals.
There is dash, dash, and dash in service. Just
administrative.
No. Please, a round of applause for her. Please, a round of applause for her. Thank you so much. Anybody wants to try? The first hand that goes up. Okay, this lady. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Beauty, glory, and honor.
Please, a round of applause for her. She said there is beauty, glory, and honor in service. Please, can I get your name so that we would get your gifts across to you? Please make sure you see us.
My name is Lydia Nusa.
Is what, sir?
Lydia Nusa.
Lydia Nusa. Thank you so much. You just won yourself an amazing gift. All right. The second question. As long as you have dash, you can work anywhere. Okay. I saw her first. Please. And she said 2 words, so I want the 2 words.
Internet connection.
Please, a round of applause for her. Please, your name, ma.
My name is Violet. Violet.
Okay. Please ensure you see us to get your fantastic gift. You'll be wowed when you see the gift. All right. So, she said something. She said that Africa has the world's youngest population. Dash percent are under the age. How do I identify who the first person was? How do I pick the first person? Oh, no. How do I? Okay, she's the first. Are we? No. I've not even finished the question. Okay, it's too simple. Okay, no problem. Okay, so can we all chorus the answer then? What is the answer? How many percent? Please, a round of applause for yourselves. Now, she also says something. I have a feeling everyone is also going to get this. As a virtual assistant, there is the need to continually dash. I saw this lady first. I saw her first. I hope she gets it. As a virtual assistant, there is the need to continually dash. Learn. Please, a round of applause for her. And so, can anybody help us with the things that she said that we need to learn? What are those things that she said we would need to learn as a virtual assistant? I saw her first. Yes, please. Sorry, ma, can I get your name? I didn't get your name. So right now, my gifts are getting exhausted, guys. We have just like about 2 more persons to go. So please win yourself an amazing gift before you leave here today. Your name is what, sir? Okay, thank you so much. Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. Be open to learn data security laws in different countries.
Data security
laws in different countries.
Please, a round of applause for her. Your name, please.
My name is Rosemary.
Rosemary. Okay, thank you so much. All right, so for this last question, I would just like someone who can tell us what he or she learned while she was speaking. Our keynote speaker said a lot of things. I still have a lot of things right here in my notes, but I know that we are all going to get them. We will not be crabs in a what? We will not be crabs in a what? Can you please look to your right and your left and say, I will not be a crab in the bucket. I will not pull down my fellow crab. I didn't say you are a crab, by the way. All right, so I'd just like somebody, 1 or 2 persons, who can just give us a quick overview of something that they learned while she was speaking. So how do I? So many hands. Oh my God. Okay, please, can we have her? Please, it might be given. Please, a round of applause for her.
Thank you so much, Ms. Ruby Igwe. The first thing she first said was that virtual assistants are gatekeepers. We help our principals to basically guard and arrange and put their life and make work easier for themselves. And then she also made emphasis on the fact that we should have relationship. We should build that relationship with them as a way of rendering service in all that we do. That we're just not adding, we're taking a huge workload of them. And then she also said that we should make and maximize use of YouTube. We cannot learn everything all at once. But even if you don't know a few things, you can always go to YouTube to learn. If it be cyber security or data security, to know more about it. And last, she said that you can be anything. Don't limit yourself. Virtual assistance is a wide sector. We have different things in it. But at the same time, even if you cannot do it, does not mean you cannot make an attempt to learn and do this. And lastly, what she said, I'm a virtual assistant and I render services and assist professionals all around the world.
Please, a round of applause for her. Yes, I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Can I have 1 or 2 more persons? Okay, let me have her. That fair lady, that pretty fair lady.
Good morning.
Good
morning.
morning.
My name is Aisha.
Hi, Aisha.
I'm a fellow of ALX. Do hard things.
Oh, wow.
First of all, I'm not campaigning for ALX, but I'm also going to do it. Thank you, ma. Thank you, ALX. Yes, I was actually an introvert. Yes, I do limit myself to something, and I'm also a shy person. But taking the ALX course last year, it really enlightened me to so many lot of things. I wish I learned Joy Otieno. She said, fear is of things. You either face everything and rise, or you face everything and run. Which I did. I faced everything and I rose. And I'm very, very glad of it.
Wow, please put our hands together for her. Amazing. You can either face everything and rise, or you face everything and run. Let's have 1 more person before we... Okay, let's have her.
Sorry.
No, because I already picked some. There are still many. There are still many more. Everybody would definitely have the opportunity of saying something.
Okay. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
A big thank you to Miss Ruby. So a couple of things earlier. I'm a certified project manager. That's what I do. And I wanted to realize, I wanted to really understand what it means to be a virtual assistant, because most of the things I do in my role, every person what she does, and it has great value. What she basically did was change my paradigm, to change my perspective on how virtual assistant is, and how you create processes, and how you create better experience for professionals. That is what it is. That's one thing I took out of the entire thing that she said, and how there's great value in the work that we do, not despising the fact that we're just starting from little places. And I'm happy to be here today because I know that this is something I really want to diversify in. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Please, once again, can we please put our hands together for our keynote speaker? I think she deserves another round of applause. Thank you so much, Ma. All right, so we'll be moving on to our next speaker. And our next speaker...
I'm sorry to interrupt. I don't know if anyone has any question for our speaker. You know, we want to make time for that now. We have just 5 minutes for any questions.
Okay, questions. All right. Please, can we have a mic for them? Thank you.
Okay, so before I ask my question, I just want to say a big thank you to our keynote speaker, and thank you, Ma, for the privilege. So my first question is, you said not trying to limit yourself. So I remember having a conversation with someone, and I was like, I want to go into virtual assistant, and the first thing the person said was how that virtual assistant is not a good thing to go into. It was more like the reaction of why VA. It's more like a secretary kind of thing and all of that. So my mindset, as at that point, just went from 100 to 0. So at that point, I was a bit confused. So when the opportunity of the VA talks came up, I was like, okay, let me come here and get clarity. So my question is, in trying to go into virtual assistants, I believe that, like you said, it comes in diverse form. That means you can decide to go into the administrative, the creative, in different category. So for someone like me, most times when I try researching on things, I get to like different things sometimes. So it's hard for me to pick. So the moment I started this course on Allison, I saw administrative VA, I saw real estate VA, I saw different kind of things. So I was like, which niche am I supposed to pick? So it's a bit confusing. So would it be appropriate to just pick a niche and seek there, or just be in diverse form? Whatever job comes in, I can navigate through it. So that's my question.
What's your name?
Peculiar Emmanuel.
Peculiar. So don't let anyone despise. Remember, I said it already in my speech. They may not fully understand the capacity of what a VA is able to do. So don't let anyone despise that. And don't even, if they do, then they do it. That's for them. It's easier to go from the general to the specific. So it's easier for you, even as doctors. Doctors have their, training, then they do residency, then they do their fellowship. Their fellowship is where they say, okay, I'm a resident and I've done all of this. Now I want to do anesthesiology, or I want to be an orthopedic surgeon, because when I rotated into that during my residency, I liked it. Okay? So go and try being a real estate VA. There's not everything you're going to know. Well, who's your friend when you don't know everything? YouTube. Go and check. Oh, what are the terms? You don't understand what they are saying. Then go and learn it. Don't open yourself up to learning. And if you're like, yeah, this real estate thing, I don't know, man. But you now see shipping. And you're like, I like shipping. Then go ahead. But another way. So general to the specific is the one thing I'll say. After saying, do not let anyone let you despise your own role. And then the third thing I'll say is, figure out what you don't like. Okay? If you're confused about all the things you might like, while you're going from the general to the specific, while you're rotating, know that there's this one that if they bring it, I will not even take it. So like if it's tax, or if it's, real estate or anything else. Okay? I'll give you a story. I really, really thought I wanted to be a doctor because I loved Grey's Anatomy. So I went to a hospital in school. I went to a hospital to go and try. And once they started cutting people with blood, I was like, yeah, no. I like watching this thing when it's far away from me. Because I was empathetic. My body, like, they will cut the shoulder, my shoulder will start paining me. I'm like, no, guys. I'm not sure I want to do this. So, like, it was really easy for me to then say, okay, actually, I would rather build a hospital than do any kind of surgery. Do you understand? So, like, you need to allow yourself the opportunity to explore and be okay when it's not actually what you thought it was. Okay? Do not have fear. Okay?
All right, so I can only take 2 more questions. And how we're going to do it is that you take your questions together. Soma, you'd help me answer in about 5 minutes, please. Thank you so much. So 2 questions. Okay, 1. Oh, wow. Okay. So please, 1, 2. Can I have 1 person there? 3. So just, oh. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Please, let's have those 3 questions as quickly as possible. And she would answer them all together. Please go straight to the question. Straight to the question. You got this. Thank you.
My name is Chidima. So I want to say thank you for your speech and everything you said. Well, my question is straight. The thing is, do I need to get a certification to become a virtual assistant? Because, okay, why I'm saying, because sorry, I work presently as a sales consultant in a fintech company. So I basically do everything in that company. I'm like an HR person, like an admin person, I schedule everything for my boss, but I don't even know this is what I do. I don't know I'm actually doing a VA and also doing a technical person because I also consult clients on the software itself. So I'm like, but then he still tell me, yes, exactly. So he still tell me, you do this. Okay, Chidima, I think you need to be your the office admin. Anything that is missing or anything that is not complete in the office, you do this. So I'm like, do I need to get a certification for this? Because I have other certifications also.
Good morning. While you were talking, you talked about sectors for VA, healthcare, project manager, construction, something like that. I am an early educator, so I am thinking of diversing. Do you think there's any opportunity for me if I want to become a VA? So, like, what aspect will I be looking into? Thank you.
There's an online question. So, how can we enroll for the All African VA course?
Hey, Alex.
Okay, good morning. Thank you so much for the speech. My question is subdivided into 2. And the first one is, I currently work as an executive assistant, but my executive kind of limit herself 70% away from me. And it, irrespective of the fact, she's not in Nigeria, she's out of. So I literally tell myself I'm a virtual executive assistant because I deal with her. So when limiting herself 70%, it does not give me this opportunity to perform as a VA or as an EA. Rather, I tend to do more of administrative side. But at the end, she still complains, you're doing more of administrative, you're not doing the VA aspect. So I don't know how to balance this both sides. And the other question is, in the terms of relationship where you said, in a place where you say, okay, just like you said we should say to avoid stress and other things, for my principal still go ahead and say, Dami, I need you to talk, I need you to say something about this. What do you tend to do? Even though I don't want to pour out the pressure, I don't want to tell her I'm angry at what you said, it shouldn't be done this way, I feel it should be done this way. So that's my 2 questions.
Thank you so much, everyone, for your lovely questions. Like I said to your amazing host, for the rest of you who have questions, you can just make sure you write it down with any of the officials, and then I'll send them back in written form, okay? So, because I know that obviously the show must go on. You absolutely don't need a certification for VA. It's you. If you've already been a VA all this time, then you just need to call yourself a VA. But it does help when you get a certification, any kind of certification, or even if you go and learn a bit about it or read a bit about it, because it allows you, it allows you to not limit yourself from what is actually possible. Because you might actually get stuck on the admin side. I'm glad that you're already doing technical support, but they're still creative. There's still potential, like, industries that you can actually get into, and you could even get deeper into the fintech sector as well. So it's also good to just have a general understanding of what a VA does, and that doesn't have to be a certification. Yes, based on the skill set that you already have, and then you can tailor your CV to the particular role. It's possible. So for the person online, hi, alxafrica.com is where you can go, or alx.ng, and just stay tuned. We have stuff coming in next year. Early educator, have you thought about being a VA at a school or for a school? The reason why is because you're able to provide a completely amazing body of knowledge, and you would actually go further. Because a VA that's coming in as a general VA that doesn't have education experience would not know the things you know. So there's no reason why you can't go to a Montessori school or any of these places and say, oh, I can help with this. I can help with admissions. I can do all of that for you. Okay? And look, there are principals that are cantankerous. So even if somebody's coming at you and saying, oh, they want you to talk, say, please, like, try very hard not to rise. Like, don't match the energy of your principal, because they could be stressed or whatever, and they could just be looking for a challenge that day. Do you get what I mean? So do your best to bring the tempo down as much as you can, because that's how you go forward. But in terms of doing less administrative work, since she's not here and she's requiring you to do some work that I guess some of it might be physical, then take the initiative. If you don't have to, do you get what I mean? Like, take the initiative. If she's not around and she's saying, oh, my shop, or oh, my shipment, say, oh, I'll go there and go and take a look and see what's going on. Do you get what I mean? Now, that's stepping a bit outside the zone of being a virtual assistant, but most of your work is largely virtual, and also your principal is not with you. Do you get what I mean? So if she's able to cover transport, or at least once in a while you take that initiative to actually act on her behalf in things here in Nigeria, I feel like that would help. But let me know how it goes. I'm more than happy to speak to each and every one of you whenever. My Instagram is my name. If you send me a DM, I will always reply. Thank you.
Thank you so much.